Hey everybody, so today again we're going to talk about empties. I actually had finished a lot of things because they were hanging on by a thread, and there's tons of skincare. Let's start with makeup because it is what is the easiest to start with. Now I have two foundation type products. First of all, Smashbox Camera Ready CC Cream, SPF 30 Dark Spot Correcting, etc, etc. This one I have a little bit left. I've used quite a bit of it last year, but it has expired at the end of last year, 2016, so there is really not a point to me keeping it. The SPF no longer is valid here. I don't know what kind of changes happened in the cream, so I'm not really interested in keeping it any longer. I thought it was pretty good. It was quite a dewy finish, very sheer coverage product, which I enjoyed for the summer. I took it with me to the Caribbean last year, and I did wear it every day in the heat, and it looked fine. There's no issue with that. Will I repurchase it? I have a lot, and I don't think I would. Next one is this Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation in 115 Buff Beige. This is kind of a summery color for me, and it's completely used up actually. And I do recommend this thing. I think it's sort of light to maybe medium, not full medium, but like light medium coverage. So the coverage is not going to be great, but the consistency is very easy to work with. It doesn't highlight any dry patches. It doesn't settle anywhere funky. I think this is really decent for drugstore foundation. I haven't really seen anything better than this one. In the drugstore, of course, I have my favorite high-end foundations, and I will be probably faithful to them, but if I had, again, to pick up another drugstore foundation, I would totally go for this. I think it's quite a nice little drugstore find. Now, SPF Primer. What I wanted to wear this summer because I needed some SPF was this Prestige Sun Descargo from It's Skin. This is a Korean brand, and I've been had at the store. I just recently bought it a couple of months ago, and I bought it for the summer. I was very excited to use it, and they sold me an expired product, which I just noticed after using it a couple of times. I'm like, oh, SPF 50 plus, PA plus plus plus, fantastic UVA and UVB coverage. I'm so happy. Failed. I'm quite upset because selling expired products is very dishonest. I'm very unhappy with the store that sold it to me. I was quite disappointed, and it expired in 2015, so it expired way like a year and a half to 2 years before I purchased it. And this is supposed to have this snail extract or whatever. I really was excited to use it. I loved the consistency. I liked how it glided onto the skin. I liked that it didn't have any sort of cast, but I was so pissed that they sold me an expired product. Now to some of the skincare. I have finished Shiseido, the Skincare Hydro Nourishing Softener Lotion. It's a nice essence lotion type product. It was a bit hydrating, relieved the tightness after a face wash. It wasn't anything that special. I don't think that this is something to be hunting after, to be quite honest. I finished my L'Occitane, the four roses facial spray. I liked it. It's the last little bottle that I have. I had either 3 or 4, and this is the last one that I finished. I actually really enjoyed it. I think it was a very, very nice spray. It was basically rose water. What do I think? I've used just simple rose water with a bit of witch hazel mixed into it, and I think that worked just as well. Do I think you need the L'Occitane or any other brand to sell you simple rose water? No. Do I really like rose water? Yes. So I am now buying rose water from the health food stores and just using it on my face as a little toner. That's what I'm doing, and I find that it's been working quite the same for me. I'll be buying my rose water from the health food stores now. I finished the little Bioderma travel size. I've been traveling quite a bit this year already, and this is my holy grail. This is amazing. It's better than any other micellar water I've tried, and I've tried quite a few. I am currently using the Garnier. That was said to be a total dupe. For this one, it is not a total dupe. It is not as good. It is not as good. It does slightly irritate my eyes. It doesn't take off the makeup quite as well as this one. And I will be buying my Bioderma again. I will not be repurchasing that Garnier one. I am tossing this La Roche-Posay Effet Clair AI. There it is, and this is like a zit cream, basically. There is salicylic acid in here. That's the only active ingredient. Salicylic acid is not super great on my skin. Benzoyl peroxide works better. Salicylic acid doesn't really do much. I got it to fight occasional breakouts, and I never get breakouts. Therefore, this is how much I've used, and it has expired in the end of 2016, and I haven't used it since then at all. I didn't really need to. And I guess what I carry out of this experience is I really don't need to be buying any kind of treatments or spot treatments for pimples, because I just don't get pimples. I finished 2 oils. This is quite impressive. Each oil lasts me probably about 4 to 5 months. Sometimes I can stretch it to 6. This is marula oil. It says antioxidant, etc., etc. Serum. Now, in ingredients, it's basically marula oil and not much else. But I'm shocked at how thick this was. Marula oil is a heavier chain lipid, and it doesn't penetrate the skin quite as well as some of the others, like argan. My favorite oil is actually rosehip oil. I found that for my dry skin it works the very best. It does have tons of antioxidants. I will not be repurchasing a marula oil of any kind. I would much rather use a rosehip oil, and the other one is Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. This is basically a nighttime oil overnight treatment. I like the packaging. It has this little button that is easier to use than the squeezy thing, squeezy dropper. Do I think it's worth the money? I think it's good, but I don't think it's as amazing as people say. I had better results with my 100% pure rosehip oil and some other oils that I've used. This was just good. I can't say anything bad about it, but I will not be repurchasing because I have found better. Then we have this lovely, what I used it for was hand cream, but this is Sweet Lemon Body Whip with cold pressed lemon seed oil from Italy. Okay, this is quite a big bottle, 250 mils, and it smells fantastic. I really like the lemony scent, and this is not a cleaner lemon. It's more of a lemonade lemon, if you know what I mean. It's really, really nice, refreshing scent. I used it for about a year, I would say. It was on my night table, and I was moisturizing my hands before doing a manicure. I liked it. It sunk into the skin of my hands really, really quickly. I basically only used it on hands, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great product. Whenever there's a big sale in the body shop, I will probably pick up this particular scent again, and Body Whip in general. Then makeup remover. This one, I've had a bottle of it before, and I do remember liking it, which is why I picked up another bottle. And this is Bliss Lid and Lash Wash Makeup Remover. They claim that it's not irritating, it doesn't have any oil in it, it's calming, etc., etc. I actually hated it to the point where I didn't really use it up. I used just maybe about half of it, and I thought it was kind of crappy. It did irritate my eyes this time around. I don't know if the formula changed, or maybe my skin changed, my eyes changed, or maybe I tried better products since I've had this one, maybe about a year ago. So this one goes to the garbage. Never going to repurchase it. Pacifica Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream. Now, I really love what Pacifica stands for, and I did like a couple of their products that I have tried, but this is just not one of them. Not that it's bad, it didn't do anything criminal, but it also didn't do anything good. I have to say, it's one of the least effective face creams I have ever tried. It didn't do much at all. It wasn't really very moisturizing. Maybe for really oily skin that would work. I'm not sure, but for my dry skin it was just not enough moisture, not even for day to be worn under makeup. It says all skin types, but really, I don't think it's good for dry skin. I think it's super basic and not in a good way. You know, sometimes you get, oh, this is super basic. It's basic in my skincare. No, this didn't do much at all. And just, I don't have time for products that don't do much. Although I do like the premise of Pacifica and how they're cruelty-free, how they try to stay on the side of healthier ingredients, etc., etc. But it did not impress me. The product just did not impress me. Next, we have a very useless product, and I'm being kind of negative with all of these. I really would repurchase one or two things from there, but this isn't the NYX brush cleaner. Useless. I mean, I use baby shampoo, I use regular hand soap, I use brush soap, brush cleaner soap, sold specifically for brushes. This is the least effective thing I have ever used for cleaning my brushes. I basically had to still use soap while using this one. It was useless. This was a complete waste of time. I did use it up just to use it up, but honestly, I may as well have poured it down the toilet because I still used soap while using this. So useless, really, really, really useless. This I loved. This is Onyx Professional Nail Dryer. There it is. It's a very basic spray for nail drying, and I like this one. It's pretty cheap. I believe this one was maybe $6 or something like that, and it's quite big and it lasts a few months. I will repurchase this for sure, and I have seen the light. I have really converted to using these nail polish drying sprays rather than the little drops in the little droppy bottle. This is just faster, easier. I know aerosols are not the best thing, but quite honestly, it's just so easy to use. I wish they came up with a better way to spray out these kinds of products, like into a fine mist. But honestly, those droppers, I'm done with them. This is so much better, and it does work. It's not, I mean, it's not going to dry your nails instantaneously, but it does work. So this one will repurchase for sure. A lot of disappointing products, some expired products, but I'm just happy to be getting rid of all that stuff. I have no regrets about any of it, and I just want it out of my life. That's it for today. I hope it was interesting for you to see what it is that is in my empties this month, and have a good day. See you guys later. Bye bye.